Today on Geek Devotions, we're talking about Spider-Man No Way Home and why it's essential for you to have people in your life today. Hello, Devoted Geeks. Welcome to Geek Devotions, a show for Devoted Geeks who are devoted to letting you know that you're loved. I'm Dallas. I'm so glad you hit the play button today. If you're new to our show, we take geek pop culture items like movies, video games, and comic books, and we use them to let people know that they're loved. So if you don't watch past this moment right here, right now, know this. We love you. We care about you. There is a plan and a purpose for your life. So this is the next installment of our very Spidey Christmas. It's been a lot of fun. We've been talking about Spider-Man in every one of our Friday episodes. We have articles on our website talking about Spider-Man. We have reviews about the Tom Holland Spider-Man that just came out. We've been playing Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales on our Twitch stream, which normally looks like this right here. But today we're talking about No Way Home. And I want to warn you guys, there are spoilers in this episode. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to bounce out. In fact, we're so big about spoilers. Here's what we're doing. We have a rule, 2 weeks of no spoils. That's what we do here at Geek Devotions. But I really needed to do this for today's episode. So there's actually 2 thumbnails for this episode. So depending on when you're watching, you may actually see this thumbnail right here, which is our spoiler-free version of today's episode. So spoilers coming in 3, 2, 1. So the most recent installment of the MCU, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, was absolutely bonkers and wonderful. I enjoyed it quite a bit. But within it, there were some really interesting things that took place. See, what happened was they opened up the world to the multiverse, and some crazy individuals started coming in from the previous Spider-Man movies. Now, leading up to the movie, we had conversations about, will Andrew Garfield make an appearance, make a cameo? Will Tobey Maguire make an appearance, make a cameo? And I was happy to report that these guys did not make cameos. They were flat out in the film. In the last third of the movie, they were there. This wasn't a cameo. This was an appearance. They were part of the story, and it was awesome. When I was in the theater, guys, people were cheering and laughing. They loved when these guys came into the world, and they stuck around for a while. It was really pretty cool. But what I loved about it was the instant relationship that you see taking place. See, in the movie, the MCU Peter Parker was really struggling. Like, he was in a dark and terrible place because Aunt May just died. And now comes these other Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man and the Sam Raimi Spider-Man show up, and they're encouraging him. They see him in his darkest moment, and they know the pain. They've experienced the pain, and now they're like, hey, can we help you? We want to encourage you. We want you to know that you're not alone. Yeah, your situations, it's different to a degree, but at the same time, we have some experience, and we want to pass it down to you, which is awesome in my opinion. Spider-Man is such a lone character. He doesn't really have sidekicks. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have people who are with him a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been several adventures where he's other people with him. And he has his dude in the chair. He has MJ. But to have somebody that's kind of walking step in step with him that understands what he's thinking, that's different. That's different when you have somebody that's there with you that really understands. And I want you guys to understand this. You need people in your life. There are people that can speak into your life that are older than you, that are walking alongside you, that can see where you're at and help you in your greatest times of need. We're all, as individuals, we all think we can handle it on our own, right? We all think that we don't need other people. But we do. We so desperately do at different times of our lives. And it's so great that there's 3 of them there, because it was not just like these 2 guys are just pouring into the MCU Peter Parker. They all need encouragement from each other at some point in time. I feel like this is where people get things twisted sometimes when they're dealing with encouraging each other. They feel like, well, obviously, it's all for the younger person or the newbie needs it. No, sometimes the most veteran person needs encouragement, and they need encouragement from you. Maybe you're a younger person, you're involved with a group. Your leaders, those who are maybe older, more mature than you, they need encouragement from you sometimes. There's this really great section of scriptures called Ecclesiastes, which was really a series of observations about kind of like the vanity of the world. And the writer of Ecclesiastes, he comes to this point where he brings up this really great observation in Ecclesiastes chapter 4. And he's talking about how the need for you to have people. He said a single individual, that it's not good for them to be alone. It's not good for you to be by yourself, because in your darkest times, you're going to fail. And it's better for you to have 2 people in your life. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12. And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, 2 will withstand him. A 3-fold cord is not quickly broken. In this singular line, the writer of Ecclesiastes really points out the need to have multiple people in your life. Having at least one person is a great thing. Having two other people in your life that can encourage you, to walk side with you, even better. Why? Because a folded cord, it's strong, it's durable. It won't be broken very easily. It's going to take a lot of effort to break that cord. Even if you were to cut one out, that will still stand and hold together. And what we see happening in the most recent Spider-Man movie is, at one point in time, each one of these Spider-Men were broken for at least a little bit. And the other two, though, were able to hold things together until the other one can get his head straight and come together. You need people like that. You need other individuals who can come into your life and go, hey, I see you. Let me encourage you. Let me help hold things together while you collect yourself. And again, more than just one person. You need more than just one individual, because while it's good to have that one person there for you, they can't handle all the burden on their own. So, what is my encouragement? What's my challenge for you? Get friends. Get people in your life who can encourage you and to walk through things with you. Some of us, I know we kind of hold people back. And I know that myself. I'm guilty of that, of holding people back and I don't necessarily, I get that. And not everybody needs to be in the circle. Let's be real, all right? Not everybody needs to be the inner circle of friends who kind of hold you together. There are people who maybe are just outside of that. They're great to be around. They're encouraging. But we're talking about people who are really tight to encourage you and hold you up. Find those individuals. Do not be alone. And I want to encourage you guys. Think outside the box and find people who need encouragement in your life around you, who need to be lifted up, to need to be held up. Be willing to speak life into them. And then here's the key. Be willing to allow them to speak life into you. No person is an army alone. But when we are together, guys, we can conquer the world. We can do amazing things. We can truly accomplish things for God, and we can achieve the goals that He has for us. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I know it's been a little bit different, and this is a really different situation, and I know my hands is weird on the screen, but this is our normal stream setup for when we stream on Twitch. I want to invite you guys, come be part of our Twitch stream. So we stream most Tuesday nights where we do what we call Play and Pray on Twitch, where we play video games, but we also do something very important. If you jump in my stream and you need encouragement, you just need to talk, maybe you need prayer, we're going to stop the game. We're going to switch to our just chatting screen, and we're going to pray for you. We're encouraging. We're going to spend time. Why? Because while we love our video games, we love you more. You are so much more important to us. And so that's why I did this setup right here. Just kind of give you guys a feel of what things will look like. It actually looks a little bit more like this right here, where this is kind of the game screen where everything is. Right up here is Culture Box. This is a network that we're part of. Great individuals who do some amazing stuff. And I want to encourage you guys, come be part of our community here at Geek Devotions. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. In every one of those communities, there are people who want to encourage you and laugh with you and lift you up to help be part of that threefold cord. Also remind you guys, it's not too late to order your very Spidey Christmas shirt. Revival Signs is our company who does all of our shirts, and they are ready to take your order and ship them off to you very soon, as quickly as possible. Now, here's the deal. Those shirts are coming off the store soon, so get them while you can. I also want to say thank you so much to all our devoted Patreon geeks who support us on a monthly basis for as little as $1 a month. You'll see them on the screen right here, right now. And these amazing individuals, they help us do what we do. They help us to get the equipment we need to create content. They help us to have our website up and our podcast and all kinds of stuff. These are some grade A legends, and we appreciate them very much. And if you want to become a devoted Patreon geek, or maybe you want to give a one-time gift, visit our website, geekdevotions.com, check our support page, and you'll find all the information there. Most importantly, though, maybe you're like, hey, I'm not in a place I can give money. That's cool. Just pray for us. Encourage us. Be our friends. Help build the community up, and be an amazing devoted geek yourself, and letting people know they're loved and that they're cared for. All right, guys, well, that's really all we have. Again, make sure you check out all of our content, and don't forget to come back next week when special guest Branson Boykin is going to be taking over the channel to do his own devotion on Spider-Man. So until next time, remember, stay devoted, peace and love.